Um, this is Nate Weaver, and I'm going to be talking about the Tennessee law on smoking in the workplace. Is it ethical for an employer to ban smoking inside the building and on the company property? Tennessee Non-Smokers Protection Act is what was put in place in the state of Tennessee in order to protect non-smokers. So in the state of Tennessee, laws state that smoking is not allowed inside the business, with the exception of certain businesses such as bars, certain restaurants, things like that, but most businesses do have a ban. This law was created to protect those who do not smoke. It helps to make non-smokers live better lives by being able to avoid secondhand cigarette smoke. Tennessee does not require employers to create designated smoking areas or provide other accommodations for smokers in the workplace, nor does Tennessee specifically require employers to provide workplace accommodations for those employees. Employers do have the ability to ban smoking from the entire property. That is what some people are trying to figure out if that's ethical. So for those who smoke, this may seem difficult to deal with, especially at work. It might make them harder, might make it harder for them to focus on the work. May lead to people taking longer breaks, especially if people have paid breaks. I know at my work I get two 15-minute breaks on the clock at any time during the day, and you're not supposed to leave, but I'm sure that there's a lot of people who smoke that cannot smoke on the property, so they drive down the road, and we actually do have a local park down the road that I know people do smoke at, and so they do take advantage of that. So I think that some people probably do take longer breaks than they need to, whereas if they did not ban smoking from the entire property and had a designated smoking area, this may have prevented them from having to go that far and take longer on the clock. Seeing more smoking outside in public is something that is an issue too. So more people, instead of not smoking, they're just smoking in public areas, like I mentioned, the park. So that could influence children, since it is a public park. So because of the employer banning smoking from the entire property, it does cause people to smoke in those locations. And so that does expose those people to secondhand smoke, and so it may be keeping certain people at work away from it, but then it's just putting other people at risk at the same time. Employers have goals and visions for employees cutting back on smoking and benefiting their health, but studies have shown that a lot of people smoke even more at home and in those public places due to bans from smoking on the business property. So it's not, it is working to an extent, but not, I don't think, as much as what they were hoping for. So is banning smoking from the entire property ethical? There is no Tennessee law that states employees cannot smoke on the property, but there are also no laws protecting the smokers. So with that said, I mean, keeping smoking away from the property definitely helps other non-smoking employees live healthier work lives, and probably makes their life more enjoyable at work, and just not having to deal with that. I personally agree that employers should ban smoking from the property, but I do think designated smoking areas far away from the property. So maybe not ban it completely from the property. Maybe ban it except for like a certain spot that is very far away, like the very back of the property, and it may just kind of help that a little bit. So at least it has if there's a designated spot for all of these people who do smoke, to be able to go and not have to risk giving someone secondhand smoke in a park or wherever they may have been smoking instead of at work. Um, and I just think that instead of having the ban on smoking inside and outside, that it just may help overall. But I look forward to everyone's feedback as always, and thank you very much.